You know what I'm in the mood for? Shrimp tacos. And we're finally having some beautiful weather here in the Northeast, and I'm gonna make you a wonderful grilled shrimp taco with a grilled vegetable salsa. So we're gonna start out with a pound of shrimp. I've peeled them, but I've left the tail on because when you grill them, they hold their shape better if you leave the tail piece on. So they're peeled and deveined except for the little tail piece. It's a pound of shrimp. These are 16 to 20 per pound count. So they're large, extra large shrimp. You don't want them to be too tiny or they shrink when they cook and then they'll fall through the slats of the grill and you'll have no taco. So to make our marinade for our shrimp, we're going to take a quarter cup of olive oil, about a tablespoon of honey. I'm just going to eye this. If you don't want to eye it and you want to go ahead and use your measuring spoon, spray your measuring spoon first with nonstick cooking spray and the honey will slide right off. And we've got some some hot sriracha sauce for a little bit of zing. I'm going to go with about a tablespoon of that too. So we're going to get some heat on these puppies. Then we want about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. About a half a teaspoon of cumin. Let's do about a teaspoon of fish sauce. This is a really amazing ingredient. It smells really bad, but it adds amazing flavor to dishes. So my recommendation is don't smell it. Just put it in. Okay. And then we're going to chop up 2 large cloves of garlic. Mince them. Nothing goes better with shrimp than garlic. Chopping. Okay. Add that to our marinade. Oh, goodness. We're going to do some fresh cilantro, about a quarter cup. Cilantro leaves. Rough chop. That into the pool. And then the juice of half a lemon. It's got a good amount of juice in it. You're going to catch the seeds between your fingers and let the juice slide through. You don't want juice in your marinade, seeds in your marinade. Okay. And there we go. Wash my hands. Oops. And then we're going to mix that all up. I think I'm going to add another tablespoon of honey to that actually. So we're going to go 2 tablespoons of honey to balance that hot sriracha. Let's see, you know what? This is probably easier. Boop. There we go. Another tablespoon of honey. Now mix that all up really well. And pour it over your shrimpies. Let's see here. Let's get them really well coated, and then they can sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, we're ready to go to the grill. Our shrimp's been marinating for about 20 to 30 minutes. And we've got all our veggies for our grilled vegetable salsa. And so I'm going to do the corn first. Put a little bit of olive oil on the corn. And that's going to be the first thing to go on to the grill. Woo, that's hot. So, put the corn on. Okay. Then we're going to go to our other veggies and just drizzle with olive oil. Again, about maybe a quarter cup or so. Drizzle, and then we're going to season these guys with some salt and pepper, probably about a teaspoon. Salt, and about a teaspoon of black pepper. So what we've got here is some tomatoes, zucchini, onions, and jalapeno. And we're going to grill all this up along with the corn. And we're going to take it off, we're going to chop it up, we're going to put a really nice vinaigrette on it, and that's going to be our salsa for the shrimp. So I'll put these guys on the grill, and we'll be back in a sec. So we got all the vegetables on the grill. We close the lid and let them cook for about 5 minutes so far. And now I'm just flipping them all over, turning our corn. You can see that's starting to get a beautiful char. So turn your cobs. This is gonna be so good. All your zucchini and our jalapeno. Oh, that's nice and charred, beautiful. And these guys. These guys actually are going to come off in just a minute. They're looking pretty beautiful. Actually, I think I'm going to take them off now. We don't want them to disintegrate and fall between the slats. So we're going to put them right back on our baking sheet. Whoops, lost him. Alrighty. Tomatoes. Oh, that is going to taste so good. Now we're going to put our shrimp on, and these guys cook really fast. So we'll put them on the grill, and they're probably going to cook about 2 minutes per side. It's hot. There you go. Alrighty. I'm going to close this for 1 minute. Actually, let's see if we can put this guy. Yeah. We're going to close this for about a minute. And then flip everything back over, take the veggies off, and head back inside to assemble our tacos. All right, so we're looking really good here. I'm taking off all the rest of our veggies. I'm just going to pile them all on top of each other because they're all going to get chopped up into a delicious toasty salsa for our tacos. We're going to strip the corn of the kernels when we go back inside. And then we're going to also take the tails off our shrimp. If you were just eating this as a meal, like over rice or something like that, then you could leave the tail on and just cut it off. But because we're going to be in a taco, you don't want to bite into that tail. So these have beautiful shape, as you can see. That's why we left the tail on, and we'll just cut it off real quick when we get back inside. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, everything's off the grill. Last step before assembly. Making that salsa. We're going to toast our tortillas. I'm going to put these on the grill, and then, oops. Sorry, that's not a tortilla. I'm going to put these all on the grill and close, cook for about 1 minute, flip them over till there's just a little bit of grill marks on them and they're nice and toasty, and then we'll bring everything inside and make the tacos. All right, so we've got all of our delectable roasty, toasty goodies from the grill. We took the tails off of all of the shrimp. We took all of the vegetables except for the corn and put them on this large chopping board. I'm going to chop that up in a minute, and I'm just getting the last bit here of the corn off the cob. And I recommend cutting it in a big bowl, because if you try to do it in a small bowl, you're going to hit the edge, and if you try to do it on the counter, you're going to make a horrible mess. So if you use a real big bowl, just all falls down to the bottom and you don't have a problem. So that's that. All right, now we're going to just literally chop this all together. Make sure you get that jalapeno good, because you don't want to get a big hunk of that. But other than that, just chopping. This is going to make the most delicious salsa. Put that in there. These two guys in the middle. Doesn't that look good? It smells amazing. Truth be known, I also tested one of the shrimp, and they're outrageously good. Okay. That looks pretty good. Got our jalapeno there in the center just to make sure he gets really well done, because that's where our heat is going to live. All right, now we're going to put all of this in with the corn. very carefully. Whoop. Everybody in. Okay. All right, now to this, get a spoon here to stir with. So you can already see how that's coming together with beautiful color. It's going to have bright pop from the corn, a little bit of heat from that jalapeno. And then we're going to add a little bit of freshness, some scallion. This is a big guy, so I'm going to start with just one and see where we get. Chopping, chopping, chopping. Okay. Maybe we'll do two. I have a swirly cutting board here. All right, this guy can go in. Okay, and then a nice hunk of cilantro, probably about a third of a cup. Kind of bunch it up into a ball and it chops really easy. Nice rough chop. Cilantro joins the party. Now we did salt and pepper our veggies when we put them on the grill, if you recall, so I'm going to test this when we're ready to go for our seasoning. So a little bit of olive oil, probably maybe a couple tablespoons. Some acid. We're going to use lemon again since we used lemon on our shrimp. And let those seeds hang out in your hand while all the good juices flow through your fingers. 1 and 2. Okay. Towel. All right, let's mix it up. Taste for seasoning. It's so pretty. And this is really versatile. Like, there's a lot of corn in this. You could use more tomato, less corn, more zucchini, whatever your flavor goes to. And then we want to taste it. Unorthodox testing spoon. Yummy. It does need another hit of salt though. So some more salt. Black pepper, about a teaspoon. And that is good to go. We'll be right back. All right, we're ready to assemble these yummy grilled shrimp tacos. So we got our beautiful grilled salsa here. We're gonna put some of that right down. This is one of our toasted tortillas that we did on the grill. I'm gonna lay this down along all that goodness. And then we're gonna lay on some beautiful shrimps. It's a big guy. 1, 2, 3, what do we think? 4? 4 shrimp. This is goat cheese. You could also use a cojita cheese or a queso fresco cheese. This is just going to add a nice creamy element to the dish, and then maybe garnish with a couple more cilantro leaves. It's all about the pretty. And there you go. I mean, if that's not pretty, I don't know what is. More salsa. All right, ready? Now we got to try it. Okay, here goes nothing. Sweet, spicy, creamy, delicious. Check them out.